Hello, welcome to my 10th tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to look into methods a little bit more. So in this tutorial we're going to learn how to pass information from one method to the other and get information back. Okay, we've already created our printout method. I've just cleared all the text in it. So the first thing we're going to have to do again is create a program. We're going to call it this class equals new program. Now you should know that. You should know this from the last tutorial. Okay, now we're going to create a program that's going to subtract two ages or two numbers, whatever you want, and then print them out on screen. Okay, so actually, to make it simple, we're going to get rid of this one. Now we need, first of all, two ages, so we're going to create int age 1 equals 23 and int age 2 equals 48. So we're going to work out the difference, and the difference is 25, but we need a method. We're going to use a method to do this. We're actually going to need to create another integer variable. We're going to call it actually value. Okay, we're not giving it a value here. Okay, so why is that not going blue? Anyway, never worry. So we're going to create our method now. We're going to create it slightly differently than what you've been used to. Instead of static or void, we're going to type int. So before, this word has never really held any meaning in any of your programs because you've never needed to use it. But now we're returning information, so we need to change it. And we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it sub ages. Okay, and then two brackets, and then obviously create our body. Now this has two brackets and they're not going to be empty. You'll notice this is underlined red. We'll get to that in a minute. So we need to create two integer variables. So let me explain why you need to do this. Okay, these variables only exist in here, in the main method. They don't exist in here. So we need a way of giving or sharing these variables, and the only way we can do it is by telling subages the values, and it can store them in different variables. So we create first age as a variable. It's going to hold 23, and second age is going to hold 48. So we need to create a variable ourselves called int. It needs to be an integer, and it's going to hold hang on, return value, that's what we're going to call it, and it's going to hold it's going to hold 25 when it is calculated, but we're going to take away second age minus first age. Okay, simple enough. Now again, this variable doesn't exist in here, so we have to give this the information. So we do this by typing return and then return value. So what will happen is this will be calculated, so it'll be 25, and then we're returning 25. So returning an integer variable, and this is it, and then it's going to be given to here, so this can use it. Okay, simple enough. So we're going to set value is equal to this class dot subages. Okay, now you're like, we've never done this before. Why is this? Because it returns a value and it needs to be stored somewhere, so we're storing it in this variable. Now why is there this red line again? Well, because we have told subages to expect to be given two values. Now you can just type in 23 and 48, perfectly acceptable, or you can type in age 1 and age 2 because we have stored them in variables. that's pretty much our program. The only thing left to do, is console.write line value and console.read key, and we run it, and there we have 25. Very simple, and that's really all there is to methods. It really is that simple. In the next tutorial, I think we'll probably do a little bit more about variables, and then we'll go on to maybe designing some windows and creating proper programs. There's a lot more to learn about C# coding, but we'll come to that when we need to, because I'm sure you are all dying to get creating proper programs instead of these wee text-based things. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out my next tutorial coming soon. Thanks for watching.